600 feet below the ocean's surface, a steel tube cruises through complete darkness. Inside, 130 men depend on one thing to keep going. It's not the nuclear reactor, it's not the weapon systems, it's a 10 by 14 foot kitchen smaller than your living room. Right now, 2 sailors are cooking 200 portions of food in 18 hours. No grocery stores, no deliveries, no second chances. Fresh food runs out in 10 days. After that, they're on their own for 3 months straight. This is submarine cooking, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. By the end of this video, you'll understand why submarine cooks are considered some of the most elite culinary specialists in the entire US Navy. You'll see how they turn a space the size of a closet into a full-service restaurant that never closes. And you'll discover the secrets behind keeping 130 hungry sailors fed, focused, and mission-ready in the most extreme conditions on Earth. If you're proud of the men and women who serve in our submarine force, type "proud" in the comments below. Let's show these sailors the respect they deserve. The reality of submarine galleys. Let's talk about the workspace. The galley on a typical US Navy submarine measures 10 feet by 14 feet. That's 140 square feet. Your average American kitchen is about 200 square feet. These sailors are working with 30% less space than you have at home. But here's what makes it even more challenging. That 140 square feet includes everything. The cooking area, storage cabinets, a tiny sink, the sanitizer, all the equipment. There's barely room for 2 people to stand side by side. The equipment list is basic. 2 convection ovens sitting side by side, 1 microwave, 1 deep fryer, 2 large soup pots, an industrial mixer. That's it. No fancy gadgets, no high-tech appliances, just stainless steel and American ingenuity. On larger submarines like the Ohio-class ballistic missile boats, they get a bit more. 2 full-size ovens, a 40-quart mixer, a 3 by 5 foot grill top, 3 6-gallon steam kettles, 2 submarine-sized deep fryers. These boats carry up to 170 crew members, so they need the extra capacity. The cooking team and their impossible mission. Here's something that will surprise you. Only 2 cooks handle the actual cooking at any given time. 1 works the day shift, 1 works the night shift. That's it. 2 people feeding 130 to 170 sailors around the clock. The full galley team consists of 6 personnel. But while 2 are cooking, the others are planning menus, managing inventory, tracking budgets, cleaning, and preparing for the next meal cycle. These aren't just cooks, they're culinary specialists. They go through a rigorous 7-week technical school at Fort Lee, Virginia. Then they complete an additional 3-week submarine-specific training program. They learn more than recipes. They learn logistics, food safety, budget management, and crisis planning. And here's why this matters so much. On a submarine, the galley represents more than just a place to eat. It's the heart of the crew's morale. One submarine chief put it perfectly. 99% of the morale is here in the galley. This is it. When you're stuck in a metal tube for months with no sunlight, no fresh air, and constant danger, good food becomes essential to survival. The meal schedule that never stops. Submarine galleys operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are no days off, no holidays, no breaks. 4 meals get served every single day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and midnight rations. That's 4 high-volume meals cranked out in an 18-hour period. Here's the challenge. The mess deck can only seat 24 people at a time. With 130 crew members, meals get served in shifts. Sailors often have just 10 minutes to eat before the next group comes through. And here's something remarkable. Submarine crews eat double portions compared to typical Navy servings. These men burn massive amounts of calories working in confined spaces, climbing ladders, and staying alert during long watches. So the galley doesn't prepare 130 servings. They prepare 200 portions for 100 people, every single meal. The food supply challenge. Before a submarine leaves port, the food loading process begins. It takes 3 full weeks of constant work to stock a submarine for a 6-month deployment. For a Virginia-class submarine, that means loading 90 to 120 days worth of food. The numbers are staggering. 1,500 pounds of ribeye rolled beef, 1,000 pounds of ground beef, 900 pounds of chicken breast, 300 pounds of bacon, 5,500 pounds of flour, 2,500 pounds of sugar, over 1,000 pounds of coffee. But here's the problem: space. So where does all this food go? Everywhere. The walk-in freezer gets packed floor to ceiling. The chill box gets converted to a second freezer. Dry storage areas fill up completely, but it doesn't stop there. Food gets distributed throughout the entire submarine. Canned goods get stacked on the floor of the main deck. Plywood walkways go on top so crew members can walk. Salamis and hams hang in the sleeping quarters. Sacks of potatoes get molded around equipment. Crew members literally walk on top of canned goods until they eat their way down to the deck plates. On fast attack submarines, food gets lowered into the boat by hand, one box at a time. On ballistic missile submarines, they use a crane with aluminum modules measuring 6 by 6 by 5 feet. When fresh food runs out, for the first 10 days of deployment, submarine crews eat well. Fresh fruits and vegetables, real milk and eggs, fresh meat and poultry. But after those first 10 days, everything changes. The fresh food is gone. From that point forward, the crew relies entirely on frozen, canned, and dried provisions. This is where submarine cooks earn their reputation. Their real skill shows when supplies run low. They get creative. They experiment. They find ways to make canned ingredients taste fresh. The Navy provides recipe cards as guidelines, but experienced submarine cooks treat them as starting points. They add extra spices. They beef up barbecue sauces with hot sauce. Most submarine galleys stock at least 8 different types of hot sauce for exactly this reason. They change cooking methods to create variety. Chicken gets breaded one night and grilled the next. Fish gets prepared 3 different ways throughout the week. Same ingredient, different flavors. And they surprise the crew with off-menu items. Oatmeal cookie pies. Taco bowls made with flour tortillas fried in custom molds. Orange chicken made from scratch with a glaze that shimmers, garnished with sesame seeds and fresh green onions. One submarine galley became famous for baking fresh bread every single day of deployment, no matter what. The smell of fresh baked bread fills the submarine and momentarily masks the industrial odors that permeate everything. That bread represents more than nutrition. It represents home, comfort, normalcy in an abnormal environment. The pressure and the excellence. Cooking in a submarine galley is exhausting. The pressure never stops. Meals must be perfect and on time. No excuses. No delays. 130 men are counting on you. When the submarine rolls 50 or 60 degrees in rough seas, cooking becomes nearly impossible. The cooks have to brace themselves while trying to prepare food. In those conditions, sailors usually eat sandwiches, cold cuts, or soup. The cramped conditions create safety concerns. Hot oil spills, burns from touching equipment, steam burns from the kettles. These risks exist every day, but our submarine cooks handle it with professionalism and skill that would impress any restaurant chef. Modern nuclear submarines have better conditions than the old diesel boats, but the fundamental challenges remain the same. Small space, high pressure, no margin for error. Why food matters so much. There's a reason submarine cooks are considered elite. It's not just about the food, it's about what the food represents. When you're submerged for weeks or months at a time, you lose track of normal life. There's no sunlight to mark the days, no weather changes, no seasons. Food provides structure. Breakfast means morning, lunch means midday, dinner means evening. The 3-week menu cycle helps sailors track the passage of time. But beyond structure, food provides comfort. A good meal reminds sailors of home, of family dinners, of normalcy. It's a psychological anchor in an environment that feels completely alien. The crew mess serves multiple purposes. During meals, it's a dining room where sailors can sit, eat, and talk. Between meals, it becomes a training area, a meeting room, a lounge where off-duty sailors can relax. It's virtually the only common space aboard the submarine. Submarine crews stop the cooks all the time to tell them how much they look forward to meals. That feedback validates the hard work and long hours. It reminds the cooks that what they do makes a real difference. And the Navy recognizes exceptional galley teams. The USS Jefferson City's galley has been nominated as one of the best submarine galleys in the entire Navy. They competed against more than 100 submarines and placed in the top 4. They also won a Blue E Award for excellence. These recognitions build camaraderie and prove that dedication gets noticed and rewarded. Special occasions underwater. Submarine cooks don't just handle daily meals. They also create special dining experiences for holidays and celebrations. On St. Patrick's Day, crews might get corned beef and cabbage with Irish potatoes. For Cinco de Mayo, steak and cheese quesadillas, fish tacos, Spanish rice, and virgin margaritas. Thanksgiving brings full turkey dinners with all the traditional sides. When someone has a birthday, the cooks might bake a pie or cake. It's a small gesture that means everything to a sailor who's thousands of miles from home. Some submarines have served steak and lobster at the North Pole. Imagine that, standing at the top of the world, celebrating with a meal that would cost $50 at any restaurant. This flexibility demonstrates the skill level of submarine culinary specialists. They can do anything from fast casual service to fine dining, all in the same 10 by 14 foot space. The training behind the magic. Becoming a submarine culinary specialist requires dedication. The training starts with 8 weeks of basic Navy cooking school, focusing on food safety, budget management, inventory control, and nutritional standards. After completing the basic course, submarine-bound culinary specialists attend additional submarine-specific training. They learn about the unique challenges of cooking underwater, how to manage limited storage, how to plan menus for extended deployments. Some exceptional cooks receive advanced training at the Culinary Institute of America. These sailors return to their submarines with refined techniques and creative approaches to menu planning. But the real training happens on the job. New cooks work alongside experienced chiefs who teach them the submarine way. It takes about a year for a new cook to become proficient in all aspects of submarine galley operations. The best submarine cooks approach their work as artists. They see each meal as their artwork. They constantly experiment and improve. They're motivated by the pursuit of excellence, not just the completion of tasks. The unsung heroes. While submarine cooks work in relative obscurity, their contribution to national security is significant. A well-fed crew is an effective crew. Sailors who eat good food stay healthier, maintain better focus, and perform their duties with greater efficiency. The cooks enable mission success in ways that don't show up in official reports. They maintain morale during stressful situations. They provide stability and routine when everything else feels chaotic. They create moments of joy and comfort in an environment designed for war. Every sailor on that boat depends on the galley team. From the commanding officer to the newest seaman, everyone needs those 4 meals a day. Everyone relies on the cooks to get it right, every single time. The U.S. Navy submarine force represents the pinnacle of naval technology and capability. These boats carry some of the most sophisticated weapon systems ever created. They can stay submerged for months at a time, invisible to the enemy. But none of that matters if the crew can't eat. The most advanced submarine in the world becomes useless if the sailors are hungry or demoralized by bad food. That's why submarine cooks are elite. That's why they receive extensive training. That's why the Navy invests heavily in submarine food programs. Conclusion. 600 feet below the ocean surface, in a kitchen smaller than your living room, 2 American sailors are preparing the next meal. They're working with limited ingredients, basic equipment, and constant pressure. But they're doing it with skill, pride, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. They represent thousands of submarine culinary specialists who have served over the decades. Men and women who chose one of the most challenging jobs in the Navy, who trained hard, worked harder, and made sure their shipmates always had something to look forward to. The next time you think about the U.S. submarine force, remember the galley. Remember the cooks who turn a tiny steel box into a place of warmth and comfort. Remember that behind every successful patrol, every completed mission, there's a team of dedicated culinary specialists making it possible. They are the unsung heroes of the silent service, and they deserve our recognition and respect. If this video gave you a new appreciation for submarine cooks, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the men and women who serve our nation with honor.